guys, it is April 1st, 2019, 3:43 p.m. Happy April Fools. Can't think of any jokes to pull on anybody. Probably would not be a good day to do that here. Episode 429. Doy. Episode 429. I was reading the last one. 429. April Fools. I don't know. I can't pull any jokes on my housemates because we kicked this one guy out, and his expiration date was the end of the month, and we actually gave him more than 30 days, and he's not left. He's still here. Speaking of being creepy, I shouldn't be saying this, but I don't really give a rat's ass because he's not really going to watch these, but we're removing him because he made the girls feel creepy. He icked them out after living here for a few years. Just all of a sudden he decided to start being super duper creepy. And then we found out that he was on a registration list of a type, you know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So it's like, he gets to go, but he still ain't go. Alright, anyway, moving on. I'm just tired of just letting the guy go. Just leave. You don't live here no more. Hasn't paid rent this month, so just leave. Alright. So anyway, I can't pull any pranks around here. That'd be really, really mean. Don't give me any legal advice on that. We've already done all the legal measures. Okay, folks? And supposedly tonight should be the last night. Supposedly. Alright, moving on. So this week, on Friday, a woman accused Joe Biden of coming up behind her at the campaign event while he was vice president, rubbing her shoulders, sniffing her hair. And, that wasn't creepy, right? And of kissing her on the head, whispering in her ear. Can you believe Joe Biden would do something like that? Yes, you can, because there's actually video footage of him doing stuff like that. Lots of it. Miles and miles and reams of film footage. It is. Obama once joked about it at some speech. He said he's never felt more loose and relaxed. Joe Biden massages are like magic. Shoulder rubs are like magic. Yeah. I gotta tell you though, I don't think anybody likes that. I'm sure some people are defending him, coming out and say, well, he done it to me, but it's always a tender moment. First off, you shouldn't have those sort of tender moments with friends, okay? Or strangers. And there's been times that, when I was a kid, we used to have a manager who'd walk up behind us and rub our shoulders and our necks, and it seemed very much like an intimidation type thing. Nobody liked it. Didn't think it was a gay thing or anything. We felt like it was an intimidation thing. And it wasn't gay, that I know of. But, and then several years ago, just this guy I know, who is gay, by the way, but it didn't matter to me either way, would walk up behind me and just start rubbing my back. Hey, how's it going here? How's you doing? And I just like, dude, you just gotta stop doing that. Don't like it. Not a fan. So I can imagine, if I'm able to say that when a guy walks up to me and starts doing it, that it's even more intimidating, when you do it to a woman, when a man does it to a woman. Here's a personal rule of mine. Don't go around touching people that you're really not allowed to touch. And guess what? You're not allowed to go around touching people. Anyone. There's nobody on that list except for maybe someone you're with, girlfriend, wife, maybe one of your kids or something. You really shouldn't be going around doing that to your kids either. All your sisters or whatever. Just don't do that kind of crap. No. But a lot of people defend Joe. They say, well, some of it say, hey, it's an age thing. Well, you need to learn, no matter how old you are, whether you're old man Biden or old man Trump, you don't go around doing that. And Biden says, I don't believe I ever acted inappropriately. That's your problem right there. You don't believe. Maybe you need to look at it and start believing, because it is inappropriate to do that. And you can say, it's just old crazy Joe. No. It's just you just can't do that. It's not allowed anymore. And the thing with Donald Trump is that he does believe he can do that. because he believes he can do anything he wants. He can lie about how many stories his hotel has. And even though you can look it up, you can just say, I can say whatever I want because after I say it, it's true. I can break the law because after I break the law, even before he's president, he thinks he should be able to get away with it. He can steal from charities. So what? You know, it's Donald Trump. It's not even an ethical lapse, and you know, with what he does, according to those people. But the thing is, Democrats hold their people to a higher standard. They are coming after Joe, and some of them are defending him, but others is being called out. Whereas Republicans don't really have any standards to hold them to. Their candidates don't even have to be illiterate. So, this was kind of fun to draw. One thing that I did that you will notice, I'll try to remember it whenever it gets to it, is after I colored the lockers, I felt like the contrasting would not work well. And so then I changed it. But when I changed it, I had stopped recording because I was toying around with it. I was going with like a different shade of the blue that I started with. I erased the whole thing, went with a different shade. And I wanted to do it before I started coloring the people who are in front of it. And then it just still didn't like it, so I just wanted to change the entire color, which was the color I originally thought I should have gone with anyway. So, you'll see. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Alright. How did I get this idea? Chuck-a-leg asks me sometimes that he wants to hear me how I got an idea. I don't remember. I just remember watching all the news on Sunday, and ding, just popped up. I think I might have got it while I was writing the last blog, because I'd mentioned the whole barging into ladies' rooms, teenage girls' dressing rooms, teen contestants at beauty pageants. Donald Trump walked in, and then he bragged about it on Howard Stern. And you might think, oh, okay, that's just him being entertaining, except some people have said that he's done this, that they've seen him do this. Some women have said, yes, he does this. Another thing, if you think that's entertaining, if that's just, that's humorous, that will entertain the masses. If I was talking about going in and spying on girls undressing, well then, yeah, that doesn't make it any better. Really, it doesn't. It doesn't. Ha ha, I was a peeping Tom. Ha ha, hilarious. I'm sure for Donald Trump. I bet Don Jr. laughs at it when Dad tells those stories. Chocolate ice. Go, shoot, go. Alright, here's some shout outs. He also says, Chester got the newsletter this week. Yay! Yay! I'm glad you did. Very much. I'm going to go click like on that. I actually mean to click like on all these, but I always forget. And Ariel recommends the steak sandwich from Panera. Oh, nom nom. Don't say nom nom. I just cannot stand that expression. I don't know why I don't like nom nom. I don't know why. Probably because, you know why I don't like nom nom? Because there's people out there who call themselves foodies. We're foodies. Nom 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 nom. And they're the ones who use that word. And people who call themselves foodies really, really annoy the freak out of me. You're not a foodie, you just like to eat a lot, okay? And yeah, okay, cool, fine with that. But you're not better at understanding food because you call yourself a foodie. Anyway, you want me down there on the sideways there. I went off the beaten path with that one. Get off track. Foodies. Foodies. Foodies is not an excuse for you to just post photos of your food on Facebook over and over and over and over and over again. I don't care what you're eating. All right. I need to see it. See it? Still up. I gotta get back on track. Alright. Ariel says you need to read Panera's mission statement. Trying to get back on track here, Ariel. They use food with artificial preservatives, sweeteners, get very good at every bad animal business and data great website. Did you get all that? Yeah. Yeah, you know what annoys me about Panera, those commercials? A fresh, clean salad. We have a fresh, clean salad. Fresh, clean, and clean. The salad's fresh and clean. We use water to clean all our salads. Yeah. Good, I'm glad you got a fresh, clean salad. They are pretty fresh and clean. Still. Arrow's taking, I think, creative people like the editors, writers who want to stick in little details to your cartoons. Always want to put their mark on something they're editing. So if it's successful, they can point out this was my idea. I'm guilty of this too, I'm sure. Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way. But I don't know if they realize that that's what they're doing or whatever. And maybe that's not always the case. I just think a lot of times they genuinely do believe that is what makes it better. They think that more makes it better, and it really, really doesn't. At some point, you got to stop. And I've had a larger problem with this with editors, and just as an example, in Costa Rica, because they just come to mind because I work for them every week. They haven't done it in a while because I think I've kind of trained them. But they would say, "No, you should throw in this, and you should throw in that, then you should put in this," and I'm like, "Guys, stop. You're ruining it. Less is more. It's too much." And they backed off every time that I have done that. And you know, to an editor's credit, whenever they do back off, whenever you reject their ideas, says, "Nope, not doing that." And they say, "Okay," credit to them, you know? Okay, you have an idea that I don't want. There's not a crime in that. If you try to make me do it, yeah, there's a crime. But when they back off, I'm just like, good. Credit to them. Thank you, you know? Arrow says, "I kind of like the original better with the last cartoon. If the editor had mentioned I had bits before, your John Trump might have worked out. It looks like an add-on." I agree with you. I think it would have been fine if I'd done it before, but they changed it, asked me to change it after I'd already turned it in. And maybe I'm not there yet being comfortable enough with them to say, "Nah, let's not do that." But you gotta stick with the same editor, so I keep getting different ones each week. So we'll see where it goes. I'm still trying to make sure I'm going to do it again for him. And Emily says, "Yes, I gave her cartoon. Sign up for her. And you signed up for the CNN newsletter." Thank you, Emily. Emily got her cartoons like almost 20 years ago, believe it or not. So those things probably look like a rat's ass. Alright, Robert Coutinho says, "WTG, Clay, you didn't go freelance just to have everyone tell you how to do stuff. Donkey man, I'm boy parable." That is true. I went freelance so I can do things my own way. Robert Coutinho, $10 for a sandwich. No wonder you consider those luxuries. See? Robert Coutinho gets it. Go to Wawa. They're $5. Typically around $5. And sometimes they get the $5 club special. And their clubs are to die for. They are just awesome. Go get a club Subway. A club sandwich from Wawa. If you have a Wawa. Awesome. They're great. Robert Coutinho likes the tie in the hair coming out of the tree. So do I, Robert Coutinho. So do I. It's really, really good. I do that a lot, though. Robert Coutinho also said, "Fun fact, Costa Rica is higher on the happy people list than the USA." That is true. They are. They have a pretty socialist type system, too. Like in comparison to places like Canada, Norway, not like Venezuela. But it's not the liberal utopia a lot of people believe it is. Like abortion there will probably never be illegal. Here's your cartoon, folks. Even though they are very, very pro-environmental, and they might get rid of all carbons, whatever. I can't think right now. Somebody just messaged me and it distracted me. Thanks for watching. Click a button. Click the red one that makes you subscribe. I would really, really, really appreciate it. And leave a comment, and I will give you a shout out. I will say your name on the internet. Don't worry about that creepy stuff I told you at the beginning. We're working on it. We're going to fix it. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Goodbye.